Hello, welcome to your yoga mat. Let's get started in a child's pose. Let your knees come to the outer edges of the mat, big toes come together. Reaching the arms forward, letting the elbows become soft, and then allowing that forehead to just sink into the earth. Just take a few breaths to try to focus in on your breathing and on the mat. Allowing your mind to come to this space. And then begin to deepen that breath. Feel the air expand the rib cage. Send it deep into the belly for a full belly expansion. Notice that air pass back through the rib cage, up through the throat and out the nose. Often we focus in on that exhale, on the release, on pressing that air out, on sighing, on letting go. But equally as important is that inhale. What are you taking in? How are you nourishing yourself? And on your next inhale, rise to a tabletop position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then we'll inhale for a cow pose, lifting chin, chest, tailbone to the sky. And exhale to round the back, sending the gaze to the belly button for a cat pose. Inhale, return to cow. Exhale, round for cat. Take two more of those on your own, matching your breath to your movement. Returning to a neutral spine, reach that right arm forward, bicep by the ear, and send the left leg long behind you, hip height. Take a deep breath in, find the extension and length in the spine. Exhale, round the back a little bit as you draw the elbow to the knee. Inhale for length and reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time, reach it long. Set that hand down, bend that left knee, foot to the sky, and we'll take a few pulses here. Just pulse that foot up to the sky. For 5, 4, 3, push the earth away. 2, 1, lower that knee on down to the earth. Inhale for a cow pose. Exhale, round the back to come into cat. Come to that neutral spine and reach the left arm forward. Right leg goes long behind you. Push the earth away with that right hand. Take a deep breath in for length. Exhale, curl in, elbow to knee. Inhale to reach. Exhale, curl it in. Slight bend to that right elbow as well. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reach it out nice and long. Set that left hand down. Bend the right knee. Foot is flexed toward the sky. Push the earth away. Draw the belly in and pulse that foot to the sky. And we're here for 5, 4, 3. Keep that belly drawn in. 2, 1, and lower it down. Inhale for a cow pose. Exhale, round for cat. Returning to neutral, step that right foot back, and then step the left foot back, high plank. Let those shoulder blades spread across the back. Draw the right knee to the right elbow. Send that leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, send it high to the sky. On this exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand and circle the hips around. 3 times in one direction, just small little circles, opening up the hips and then change direction. Coming back to center, release the back knee to the earth. Inhale, arms go to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms, push your weight forward, open up the heart here. Feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. Inhale, reach tall, coming to center. Exhale, high twist to the right. Sending the gaze to the back thumb. And focusing in on each inhale and each exhale. Inhaling, arms to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift the back knee, spin that heel down, rise to warrior one. Let the lower body surrender here. Exhale, airplane the arms. Feel that length as you push into that left heel and reach the crown of the head forward. Inhale, return to warrior one. Soften the shoulders. And exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step it back for high plank. Shoulder blades spread across the back. Draw the belly in. Left knee to left elbow. Send it high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach it tall. On this exhale, step it forward to the outside of the left hand. Circle those hips around a few times in one direction. And then the other. Small little circles. Open up the hips and the low back a little bit. And then we'll release the right knee to the earth. Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Send the gaze up. Push forward a little bit here. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to your left. Squeeze those inner thighs together here. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck the toes under, lift that back knee, spin that heel down, rise to warrior one. Draw the left hip in here. Soften the shoulders by turning the triceps forward. Exhale to airplane the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you draw that left hip in and imagine spinning the right thigh toward the earth. Inhale, return to warrior one. Sink into the pose. Exhale, hands come to the earth. And we'll step it back for high plank. Send the hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. 1 inch at a time. Walk the feet forward to the hands. And we'll take a ragdoll. Feet are at least hip distance apart. Bend the knees, plant the palms so you can send that gaze right through the legs. And then make a picture frame of the face, maybe straightening the legs a little bit more, swaying a bit side to side. And focusing in on that nourishing inhale as much as you focus on releasing with the exhale. Hands come to the earth, toe heel the feet together. Inhale for a halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to rise tall, Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Closing the eyes for Samastitihi. Lifting the knees and the thighs. Draw the belly in and soften the shoulders. We'll take a cycle of breath and gratitude for someone or something. And a cycle of breath and forgiveness of yourself or of another. And a cycle of breath to set an intention. Perhaps that intention is to take note of the inhale. To take note of all that you are taking in. On an inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to plant the hands and step it back, high plank. Belly draws in here, shoulder blades spread across the back. Shift your face forward, coming to the tops of the toes, and lower just halfway, just to the height of the elbows. Inhale through upward facing dog, drawing the shoulders back, the shoulder blades toward the butt, and exhale, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. On this inhale, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise tall, Tadasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale to plant the hands, step it back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the top of the mat, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, Tadasana, and take one more Sun A on your own. And on your inhale, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise tall, Tadasana. On this exhale, nice twist to the right. Open up the arms, keep the hips nice and center. Inhale to come to center, arms reach tall. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, chair pose. Sink the hips back, shift the weight into the heels, but keep the arches of the feet lifted. See if you can turn those triceps forward. Right hand comes to the hip crease. Left arm reaches a little bit taller. Find some length. Exhale, twist to the right, bringing that elbow outside the right thigh. Then the hands come together at heart center. Let the hips sink. Let the heart lift. One more deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. On the exhale, plant the hands and step the left foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Inhale to airplane the arms. Find length. Push into that right heel and draw the right hip in. Release that left hand to the sky, or to the earth, right hand to the sky. And breathe deeply in this low lunge twist. Top hand releases to the earth. Push down into the right heel, lift into crescent lunge. Set your drishti, your focus, right in front of you. Take a nourishing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Hands come to heart center. Lean forward, find length, lift that back heel, and twist to the right. Elbow outside the thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale to return to crescent lunge. Releasing the hands to the earth, come to standing splits. Really let the crown of the head release down, and then see if you can turn your pinky toe of the left foot toward the earth. Draw that right thigh toward your center line. Draw the right hip in. Lift the gaze. And then make your way to airplane pose. Lifting one hand at a time, drawing the belly in. Push that hamstring back. Stepping the left foot forward to meet the right, Tadasana. On an inhale, reach taller. Exhale, twist, open twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to sink into chair pose. Let those thighs really press toward one another as you shift the weight into the heels. Slight rounding of the lower back here. Left hand comes to the hip crease, right arm reaches taller, draw the belly in, exhale, twist to the left. Sink the hips, shift that weight back a little bit more. Even push the shins back, but lift the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Airplane the arms behind you, drawing that left hip in. And we'll release the right hand to the earth, low lunge twist as that left arm reaches to the sky. Release the top hand to the earth. Draw that left hip back in, push into the heel, and rise into crescent lunge. Feel that back knee lifting toward the sky. And then set your drishti. Find your focus and let the mind focus on the breath. Hands come to heart center. Lean forward, lift the back heel, and twist to the left. Try not to sink in to the hip crease, but lifting the torso as you reach forward with the crown of the head. Returning to crescent lunge. Hands release to the earth, standing splits. Right leg lifts to the sky as the crown of the head releases toward the earth. And then dial down that right pinky toe. Draw the left hip in, thigh towards center line. Push into that left heel as you lift your gaze. And then slowly make your way to airplane pose. Thinking upward dog chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Stepping that right foot forward, Tadasana. Exhale, hinging forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. On the exhale, step back, high plank. Come down to a forearm plank here. Hands point forward. And then begin to spin the inner forearm down toward the earth. And spread the shoulder blades across the back. Take a little wider stance with the feet. Good. And then to work our core today, we'll reach the right hand forward and then bring it back. Left hand reaches forward, drop back into forearm plank. And just keep alternating. Draw the belly in. Jaw is soft, neck is soft. And see if you can keep your hips square toward the earth. A little bit of space between the teeth. One more on each side. Come to that forearm plank. Push back up into high plank. And send the hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. We'll take 3 cycles of breath here. Pushing forward into the fingertips. Lifting the hips a little bit higher as you push the hamstrings back. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, draw the knees to the nose. You're here for 5. 4, round the back. 3, 2, and step that right foot forward, spin the back foot flat, rise up warrior 2. There might be a little bit of turning in of the back foot. That gives your hips a little bit more of a natural feel. Push down into the right heel. And allow the shoulders to soften. Deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left fingertips reach forward. Find that long diagonal line as you push into your left foot. Inhale to a 5-pointed star. Opening up the feet, open the heart, lift the pelvic floor a little bit more toward the rib cage, and exhale into a goddess. Bending the knees, opening them toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Open the arms out to a T and we'll eagle up the arms. Right arm comes underneath the left. Option to reach for the shoulder blades instead, or bring the right fingertips into the left palm. Inhale, open it up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, return to warrior two. Interlace the fingers behind the back, push the knuckles down as the gaze goes up. And exhale, hinging into a humble warrior. Knuckles can reach toward the sky, crown of the head releases, neck releases. Push into the earth to rise back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, turn the toes, flip the palms to the sky, gaze up. Exhale to hinge into a Prasarita. Reaching the hands for the outsides of the feet, maybe a little wider stance. And then shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Feel this stretch in the hamstrings, the low back, and the glutes. The more weight you shift forward, the deeper that stretch will be. Rise to tall arms. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Step it back for a high plank. Lower halfway. Inhale through to an up dog. Exhale it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach that left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. We can't forget that on this side for 5, 4, 3, 2, lift your gaze, step that foot forward, spin the back heel down, rise to warrior two. Shoulders soften as the lower body surrenders in. Letting the thighs spin open to open up the hips here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, left forearm to thigh, right fingertips reach forward. Now the key here is that you don't want to sink into that left hip or the leg or the arm. You still want to reach out with the torso. Spinning the sternum toward the sky. Focusing on your breath. And on an inhale, open up to a 5-pointed star. On your next exhale, sink into goddess. Shifting the weight toward the pinky toe side of the feet. Open those arms out to a T. And we'll eagle it up. Left arm under this time. Left fingertips come into the palm of the right hand. Sinking a little bit lower, but lifting the elbows to shoulder height. Inhale, sweeping up, 5-pointed star. Exhale to return to warrior two. Interlacing the fingers behind the back. Push the knuckles down, gaze up. And exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rise to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, turn the toes. This time hands can come to the hips. Squeeze the elbows together behind you, gaze up. Exhale, hinge forward. Releasing the hands to the earth and then walking them all the way through to the opposite side of the mat. Let the head hang. Maybe even move the neck around side to side. Returning to tall arms. Walk the hands to the front of the mat and step that right foot forward. Come to a seated position, and we'll take a seated half pigeon here. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Hands are behind you, and that allows you to kind of push your chest forward into that left shin and really open up that left knee. Focus on the breath. Toe heel that right foot forward, maybe 1 to 2 inches. Turning the hands around so the fingertips face the bum. We'll lift into a 3-legged reverse tabletop, lifting the hips to the sky. Gaze is up. Push into that right heel. And lower the hips back down. We'll release that side, and we'll set up the other side, crossing that right ankle over the left thigh. And again, using the hands behind you to push in and lift the chest, even lifting the chin and pushing that right knee forward, flexing the right foot. You might find a little bit of movement here, swaying side to side feels good. Or find your stillness. And then depending on where that left foot is, if it's closer to the bum or not, toe heel it forward a little bit. Flipping those hands around. If that's uncomfortable for you, your hands can go off to the side as well. And then lift the hips to the sky for a 3-legged reverse tabletop. Opening up the shoulders, strengthening the arms. And always breathing. Lowering the hips back down. We'll reach those legs straight out in front of us. Arms reach to the sky. Draw the belly in, soften the shoulders, maybe a little bit of a bend to the knees, and hinge forward. Letting the hands come to the earth wherever they may fall. That might be right next to the knees, the shins, or you might be reaching forward for the feet. Try not to round the back. Instead, reach the crown of the head, the forehead forward. Rising up, come on to your back. And we'll take a bridge pose here. Feet come into the sit bones. Tuck the shoulders, robot the arms so you can push into the upper arms. Push down into the feet and lift the hips. Making sure the weight is in the shoulders and the feet and not the neck. Draw the bum toward the shoulders, find length in the back of the legs. Slowly lower the hips to the earth and draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Send the right leg long. Keep that left knee drawn in. And then guide your twist on over to the right, opening that left arm out to a T, and slowly shifting your gaze to the left. Return to center, both knees draw in. Left leg goes long. Let the spine readjust. And then twist on over to the left and gaze to the right. Return to center. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Reach for the soles of the feet as you lift the forehead to the knees. Tight little ball. Release into Shavasana. Final resting pose, allowing the entire body to simply surrender into the earth. Release your Ujjayi breath and come back to your natural breath. But still focus in on each inhale and each exhale. Let the heels become heavy. The hands soften. The hips release. And notice any tension in the face and see if you can soften there. Inhale and exhale. Knowing that that is enough. And then moving the head from side to side, or choosing to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer. We'll eventually reach our arms overhead, full body extension. And on an exhale, rolling to your right, using your arm as a pillow. Rising to Sukhasana, a cross-legged seated position. Keeping your attention drawn inward, eyes closed. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a deep belly breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling thumbs to third eye center. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a great practice. Hit the like button. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see in future practices. Have a great day.